Aquarius, welcome to your November 2022 read. This is a general reading, so it could be about anything. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. We're going to do this in the style of a past, present, future layout. Let's get right into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Aquarius's read to bring clarity, insight, validation, healing, whatever they need to know for the highest good, Spirit. Aquarius, you're showing up with the Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing, healing energy, followed by the Seven of Swords. This is some kind of deceit or taking everything you have and going away. King of Pentacles, Master of Resources. In the current energies, we have the Star, Divine Wish, followed by the Chariot, Vehicle to Victory, fast moving vehicle, and the Four of Swords, taking a time out to get your thoughts straight. In the immediate future, we have Strength, calling it in. You need some courage. This is hard. Need to tame the beast. The Four of Wands, a relationship of some sort, and the Nine of Swords. That looks like a lot of fun, right? All up in your head, crying, miserable, worried, stressed. Pretty much the worst possible card. The overall energy of the read is waiting. The underlying energy is the card of independence. You're doing just fine. Independent here. Alright. Let's take a look at this card of waiting. What you waiting on, Aquarius? Hope it's worth it. Eight of Wands. Energy is moving quickly. Some kind of communication coming in, going out, back and forth. We'll see. Followed by the Sun. Blessings, success, joy. Pretty much the happiest card in the tarot deck. The happiest card and the most unhappiest card. And finally the Emperor. The Emperor feels empowered. He's a strategic action taker that enforces everything and owns everything. Underlying energy, the Hierophant. The Hierophant, God, it could be so many things, but mostly it's about your beliefs, your core beliefs. Alright, do we need to clarify anything over here? The Eight of Wands. The communication or energy moving at a swift pace. You got the Chariot right at the heart of your read. That's the fastest moving vehicle. And the Eight of Wands is the fastest communication. Text message, emails, phone calls, plane rides. Alright, we have Queen of Wands, followed by the Two of Cups, and the Star. Alright, so this Queen of Wands energy is a match to your person, perhaps. This is your soul connection. This is your dream, your divine wish. Aquarius, this is your card, the Star. And we have communication being shared back and forth between you and your person, I believe. You and your soul connection. Soul connection. Doesn't have to be romantic at this point. We don't know that. It could be anything. Underlying energy, we have the World. Major life cycle closing out. Something new getting ready to start, but can't until the old finishes. But it's underlying, so I think something already closed out, perhaps, or just closed out, or is getting ready to. Uh, All right. Let's just fuck it. Let's just clarify the rest just to see what we get. All right, the Emperor, please. The Emperor. Why is the Emperor here? Looks like Sag is either in What am I saying? Aquarius is either in Emperor mode, or they're waiting on an Emperor who is like the Queen of Wands. They could be similar energies. Eight of Pentacles. This is what you're working on, or in your focus. Nine of Cups. This is your personal happiness and satisfaction. This brings you joy. And there's choices here, a bunch of choices, but they're confusing. I don't know who this person is to you, this Emperor. We'll find out as we move along. We have Justice underlying, wanting to make things right. Bring in the balance. Be fair. Why is the Sun here? Oh, this communication hasn't happened yet. This energy hasn't happened yet. I'm sorry. It's on the waiting card, so that's what you're waiting for, but it hasn't happened yet. But when it does, it's going to be quick. Or it could have happened and now you're waiting on more. I don't know. Who knows? Alright, Knight of Cups. Messages of love. Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity to build some stability. Brings you a lot of joy and a lot of happiness. Messages of love between you two. And the King of Cups. Very stable, balanced energy, no matter what the emotion or what the circumstances are. This is someone you can rely on. Underlying energy, we have the Six of Pentacles, and it's very equal, give and take. Equanimity is here, very balanced. Just like when we saw Justice underneath, balanced. Scales are on both cards, these and those. Interesting, huh? Alright, time to move on. Nothing else to clarify. Let's do the Queen of Pentacles. The nurturing mother energy of the tarot. What can we learn about this Queen of Pentacles? For Aquarius, what must they know? Oh my goodness, you're getting them all. Face up first. You've got a major burden surrounding this Queen of Pentacles. Great. Eight of Cups. Somebody's leaving love behind. They're being called higher. And you get a little story, so here we go. You gotta be kidding me, they're all in reverse. Gotta take it, there are no mistakes. The World in reverse. This is that life cycle card that we just saw. Life cycle closing out. Except it's in reverse. So it's like delayed. A major life cycle. This is major arcana. These aren't small things. Big burden. Somebody's being called higher. A delayed ending. Seven of Pentacles. In the upright, it's assessing the situation. In this position, you want to, but you can't. The Prince of Wands. In the upright, it's a new interest. This just feels like you want to move forward, but you can't. The Three of Swords in reverse. Somehow you think that this is delaying some kind of heartbreak. Whatever this is, you think all of this delay and not being able to move forward, not being able to do any of this delay is like delaying this in hopes of maybe stopping it. I don't know. But delaying it, I don't know. It's almost like it's still coming, it's just delayed. The Devil in reverse. Wow. Aquarius, what the fuck is going on? You are really trying to stop something, like control something. And finally, the Five of Swords in reverse. In the upright, it's winning at all costs. And in the reverse, it's like delayed. Or it's like you're trying to stop it. Stop somebody else from doing it, or stop a situation. I don't know. I don't understand it. These are the energies that are here, and they're... God, you know what? Let me tell you something. Each of the elements has similarities, and always 2 out of the 3 signs in each element, water, earth, fire, and air, 2 out of the 3 always have very similar themes in their reading, though different, but similar things going on. And I just did a reading for Libra before you that was every bit of as hard to do and very different as what you're showing me here. This is not usual at all. But these are your burdens. You're carrying a big, big burden. And in fact, let's open this up. I really want to keep this open. This is important, and it's not random. It seems random, like a big bunch of cards fell out, and that's what happens when Spirit is blessing you with validating what you're going through, this story. So it doesn't, I'm not going to pretend to know exactly what's going on, but I can tell you that these are the energies, and you've got a big burden around somebody leaving love, something they love. You're leaving something you love, or somebody else is leaving. Either way, the person doing the leaving, whoever it is, it's very painful for them to do. And again, you're carrying all 10 wands, which nobody can do for any real length of time. This is, of course, on the Queen of Pentacles, which is the nurturing mother. So you're trying to have that energy of nurturing yourself or the situation to the point where it looks like I don't know if you're doing it, but I don't know who else could be doing it, but trying to delay, maybe through your healing, through your nurturing, you're trying to delay this life cycle ending and assessing the situation, and any new interests, any learning, any about anything new at this point, trying to delay the heartache, the heartbreak, There's shadow energy here, and it may be tied up to this Five of Swords, and you're trying to delay all that too, like everything. And I don't know what these things represent. Who's trying to win at all costs? I can tell you in Libra's reading, the person that was winning at all costs was a person who I believe was refusing medical treatment, and because of that was certain to let go of life sooner, but that's what they wanted. So that was them winning at all cost, at the cost of leaving those behind, you know, wife and child kind of thing, that that were didn't want that. They wanted their person to fight. That person did not want to fight. They wanted to leave in their own way. So it was a tough reading, and this feels tough. I don't know what's going on here, but it feels like that kind of tough, like really, really peculiar here, guys. Okay. We're going to move on. I can't pretend to clarify any of that. I think it's pretty clear that it's just all, you're trying to stop it all through nurturing, I believe, through this nurturing skill, this nurturing energy. And this is a huge burden. This is taking a big toll on you, and it has to do with somebody deciding to leave. I don't know what they're leaving. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be like what it was in Libra's reading, where somebody was choosing to exit life. But, you know, to forego treatment or some kind of medical treatment or something is what I was picking up. But I don't know what this is. Let's move on, and we're going to look at this Seven of Swords, which is my card of cut and run or deceit. Let's see what comes out around it. Spirit, why is the Seven of Swords here, please? You get the Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups was right here. It's confusing choices, many choices, but confusion surrounding them. Ace of Cups is your divine love surrounds this, and we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is your intuition, listening to your intuition. It's also the card of Pisces. Not that that means anything. It doesn't have to be at all anything to do with Pisces. I'm just thought of it, so I'd mention it. Oh my goodness. Well, there's a lot of love tied up to this for sure. And you are wanting to make the right choice or choices. I don't know, I get the sense you feel like you don't have a lot of time. I'm feeling like this is cut and run, like you have to take what you can grab and go. Alright. Underlying energy here, the King of Pentacles. This is the perfect match to the Queen of Pentacles. He is very reliable energy and a master of resources, be it money or whatever. Let's look at the Seven of Cups, please, a little bit further. What is this? What are the choices that we're looking at? Why is the Seven of Cups here? there's a complete ending as one choice. Okay. Temperance, there's bringing in balance and healing as another choice. Okay, and the Lovers. The Lovers is a choice card in and of itself. It doesn't have to mean lovers, but it could be lovers here. Could be lovers. We have soul connection here. Still didn't have to be lovers though. Yeah, I think this is representing a choice. The Lovers card is different than the choices of the Seven of Cups in that this is just choosing one thing over the other, and there is no going back. It's one or the other. When you choose one, the other one sort of falls away as an option. So this is about really wanting to, I mean, I know I said right here you're concerned with making the right choices, but when you pull this card, you have to make the right choice, kind of thing. That's how much pressure you have on yourself, which is why you're probably wanting to delay all of that. It's like it feels like it's coming anyway, but you're delaying it maybe so that you can try and heal something and make the right choice. Not sure, Aquarius, what's going on here, but if you're with a Libra, then it's probably tied up to that. Anyway, the underlying energy here is a soul connection, but different than this soul connection card, because they're both soul connections. Come on. Why is everything so off tonight? It's just so annoying. Stop. Okay, so the difference between these two, if you're not familiar, is that the one on my left right here is I say right here because some people don't know their left and their right. So on the left is soul connection from the past. Somebody you know from this lifetime, from the past, or since childhood, kind of thing. Like you've known them for a really long time, or if it could just be from multiple lifetimes. You're that soul connected. This could be that also. But this could also be like a partnership or friendship, or, well, this could be also. This doesn't have to necessarily be from the past, though. This has to do with the past. It's also a card of nostalgia, but whatever. This is speaking soul connection for sure. What's going on here? And you're waiting. You're waiting. You're delaying and waiting. Trying to be empowered. Queen of Wands might be your person because you're the star. This is you, Aquarius. So I think this is you trying to be empowered, making choices, working very hard on it for some kind of personal satisfaction or happiness here. Tied up to the sun, joy, happiness, bliss, success, victory. There's a child on the card. Could be a child involved. Oh, sorry. So you want to make the right decision, and it's really, really important. You also want to bring balance and healing. But one of the other choices is just to let it go, to let it end. These are all, I feel like these are three different choices. Balance and healing, letting it end, or making another choice. I don't know what this choice is, but maybe we'll find out more, but it's different than these two. And if you make one of them, the other one, like I said, is you can't go back. You can't go back once you choose that one. It's hard. Underline, yeah, we already did that. Okay, let's move on. The King of Pentacles. What do we need to know about this Master of Resources that's the perfect match to the Queen, to you? Maybe this is your partner or somebody you're related to. What about this King? Alright, the King is showing up with the Six of Swords. They're on some kind of journey where they're in transition. They've left an old place, but they're not at the final destination yet. The Prince of Swords. They're watching something. The Two of Wands. They're thinking about which path they should take. They're not sure. They're contemplating it. Oh my gosh. Is this something that's detrimental to your partner? Like life-threatening? Because that's what it's starting to feel like, which is very similar to the last read. Underlying energy here is the Nine of Cups. Repeating energy, you have it over here. Feeling empowered. You want to do something because it would make you feel better, I think. This is your own personal happiness and satisfaction. It can be a little bit selfish sometimes, kind of energy, which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying sort of it has that energy. It's your happiness, something that's important to you. Except this is underlying this King, and I think this King is your love, your mate, or a relative of some sort. So this is about their personal happiness. So is what it feels like, because I do feel like this is your mate. They're trying to pick a path. This is very much like the Lover's card in that the path, it's one or the other. You can't have it both ways. You really have to just pick one. They go opposite directions. They're in the middle of this journey, right in the thick of it. They're trying to make a choice for their own personal happiness. I hope they get to, because this seems like a really big deal. So, you want people to do what they feel is best for themselves, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the Page of Swords, because I feel like this King is watching something. I want to see what he's looking at. What is he watching, please, Spirit? What can we learn? This could be your husband. We did see the Hierophant at some point, didn't we? Or did we? Page of Swords, please. Ace of Wands. This is an opportunity, a new opportunity to take some kind of action. He's looking at it. He's learning about it. He's studying it. What else? Mm, he's taking a look at his life with his marriage. This is a card of marriage, the Four of Wands. It doesn't have to be marriage, but it's a relationship for sure. And it's usually a committed relationship. This is a celebration on a homestead of the stability of the homestead kind of thing. So this is who you live with, commune with, I believe. This is you guys, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Oh, we also have the Four of Wands right down here. And now we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is things are moving really slow. And if he's watching all this or taking a look at these, what opportunity or what action can he take, and he's looking at his life with you, on the homestead, your life together. There's a pretty big subjects to be on a journey and making. This Two of Wands is contemplating long-term path, like trying to see far out in the future. If I do this, what could it be like? And if I choose this, what could things be like? And it ties up to you in this relationship. And then we have this Knight of Pentacles, which just says things are moving really slow, which probably feels very frustrating. So slow that things have almost come to a halt. Which kind of makes sense with all these upside down energies that are like delayed, that feels like you're trying to delay them with some kind of, I don't know. I don't know if that's related or not, but this is slow. Slow, slow, slow. Slow learning. It's slow figuring this out, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Underlying energy here. Ugh, the devil. The devil is some kind of shadow energy. Let's move on and take a look at this star card and the current energies. Aquarius, this is your card. But it also represents a divine wish. So I believe here, this is your divine wish. Let's move the devil away from that divine wish. And see what we can learn about the star in the current energy position. Spirit, why is the star here? What can Aquarius know about this? We have the King of Swords. This is the master decision maker, high intellect, justice, wanting to make things right, make the right decisions. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Whatever you're dealing with, it feels so heavy. And we have the Two of Swords. This is a decision that you are unsure about. It's indecision. It's something that's really hard to look at, and you feel like you don't have all the facts, all the information that you need. And even if you do have all the information you need, you don't feel like you just don't want to do it. Like you just don't want to have to do it. Like it doesn't matter. It's just an awful, painstaking thing. Underlying energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's an opportunity to build something to be more stable if it were to be nurtured and you put a lot of work into it. Is what you're feeling, is what you're thinking about, is what is motivating you on in this decision making. You're calling in the King of Swords to help with the decision, to be logical, to make it from the highest levels of intellect and learning and higher mind, and also justice, fair and balanced. And this is Libra energy. Man, if whoever is seeing this, if your read is tied up to Libra's read, please go watch that. But theirs was about, I don't know if I mentioned it already, but the person was not a lover or a spouse. It was like a parent type figure, like a father. But it kind of feels like so many similar energies over here, except it doesn't feel like a father. It feels like a husband and wife dealing with this. It feels like the wife. Where do I want to put this? Let's move it. Let's move it right there. That's fine. Because I want to expose the queen. This is you, the Queen of Pentacles energy, and this is the king, and it feels like like you're a couple. And it feels like, but it feels like it might be happening with the king. Some kind of life-changing possible decision, very similar to in the Libra read. So, I don't know. That would just be the wildest miracle if Spirit somehow brought you both to my channel to watch these reads, but from two different households, if you will. I don't know. Anyway. And yet be related. That would just blow my mind. It would probably blow everybody's mind. Maybe I'd get a couple of subscribers. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Spirit, because Spirit is magical. Spirit moves these cards, so whoever this reading is for, you'll know it, and then everyone else will be like, that's not me. That's okay. It wasn't meant to be. Somebody is meant to see this and hear this, and I trust that, even though I have no idea what I'm saying a lot of the time. I'm just telling you the energies that are coming up, and it feels very similar. And that happens a lot, like I said, in the elements, 2 out of 3 in each element will have something similar in a very, very frequently. So, do we need to clarify anything over here? Yeah, the 2 of Swords, that decision. We do. Let's do that. Let's take a look at this indecision. Oh, Aquarius, this is so heavy. Why is it 2 of Swords here? What can we learn, please? Yes, 10 of Wands. Just like right here. In fact, they're touching. There you go. This is one of your burdens, making this decision, and this is why you're trying to delay stuff up there. Alright, yep, it all feels congruent. What else? Damn it. There's the devil. I don't know what the shadow energy is. It could be if you're having to make some sort of health decisions, health directives. I don't know. If there's like an illness, this could even be the illness. I don't know. I just don't know. You guys know what it is. You know what the shadow is here better than I do. Shadow energies could be obsession, addiction, too much of a good thing, like temptation, all of those kinds of things. But here, I feel like it's tied up. I feel like this is like a medical decision again. Like there's something health related here going on. I'd rather be wrong, because I don't like this at all, but you know, you guys are dealing with it, so it's so heavy, guys. I feel it. Um, the Three of Wands is here again. This is, remember, if we go back here to the very beginning where we started with the overall energy of the entire read, is this Three of Wands, this waiting. And here it is showing up over here on this decision. Waiting, waiting, waiting to make the choices, working on it, waiting, waiting for the energy to move, the communication of some sort to happen, the energy to move. You're waiting to learn something or something, I think. I don't know. Waiting for maybe the Emperor to make the decision. The Emperor would be this king. The Emperor is a leader also, and the king is a master and the mate. So I kind of get the sense that it was the same thing in Libra's reading. The Emperor, the Emperor, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. They were like the same person, and both of those characters, archetypes, are leaders, are known as leaders. And I think that this person is also like a leader. And the Sun was also in their reading, next to the mother and the father. And Libra was the child, and an adult child, but nonetheless the child of who this was happening to. And this was how Libra felt about them, that they were their son, they were their parents, especially the father. uh, I I got the sense that they felt this way about both of them, but the father was the one that was departing. And they showed that this is how they felt about them, that they were their son. The father was the sun to them, the sun in the sky, the sunshine on them, brought the joy and the bliss and all of that to them each and every time. And so it was heart-wrenching, to see that, you know, and it feels this way again. So we have waiting to make this decision, waiting. Everything's delayed because I think we're waiting for the Emperor to decide something, but the Emperor, who is the king, is up here in Page of Swords mode, trying to learn about some kind of action that they could take. And it's going slower than they would like. Okay, it all seems to fit. I mean, when I tell it like that, if it doesn't, certainly don't force it. But if you're resonating with some of the energies, just fit it to your story and call mine wacko. I don't know. The underlying energy here is the Two of Swords. And so when we get this for cards that we're clarifying the same card, Spirit is saying it is what it is. This is correct. It is what it is. In other words, how I've described it is Spirit is saying this is accurate. Thank you, Spirit. See, Spirit is validating everyone in these readings, every single reading, no matter what the subject is. I see it over and over again in the story, but I need validation too, so every now and then they they let me know. It is what it is, correct. Okay. Right at the heart of your read, the Chariot. This is you wanting to get to victory, and you want to get there quick. This is how you're feeling. What else can we learn? Okay. Knight of Cups is here with messages of love. Coming in with love, with hope. with good messages, support. And we have the Five of Wands. There's a lot of chaos around you, but you're focused on your center and trying to be as balanced as you can through this storm of conflict all around you. And a Tower is here. Oh man, something happens, guys. This is a sudden jolt. You can see lightning striking the top of the tower. And it goes all the way underground, disturbing the peace, disturbing the dove here. We have automatic blow off top here, and fire, lava from this volcanic explosion of this tower happens to be like a big volcano, and we have all the lava flowing down. This is very destabilizing energy, and so suddenly you may feel you have to move quickly here. You're doing your best, but there's a lot of chaos around you, and you are trying to hold it together. Oh my goodness. Underlying energy. Oh, we have the Seven of Swords. Remember I said that this is either my cut and run card or deceit card? I feel like it's cut and run. I feel like the choice is, well, it could be deceit too. I don't know. But I do lean towards maybe they decide not to take the action, and maybe they just decide to cut and run like Libra's father did. Aquarius, if this is you watching this and you have a child who's a Libra, oh my god, it would be related. This is terrible. I hate this. I cleansed the space, I cleansed the cards, I grounded myself, I released all the energies, so it's not like those energies are attached to me. I clear every reading the same way. I say a prayer, I raise the vibration, I do a meditation, which I did just before your reading. So, I just want you to know it's not like any energies are attached from something else. The space is completely clear, and so am I. And so are the cards. So, this is all fresh for you. Let's get in there and clarify that tower. Spirit, please let us know, what is this tower? This is a shocking thing that just happened, and you feel destabilized, and you're in your chariot and your vehicle, and you're rushing to the scene, and you're trying to stay calm, and you're trying to come with your messages of love and focus on being centered, and focus on your peace lilies there that you're holding by your heart. While look at this, guys. I mean, it's a volcano in the back of this card too. I'm bringing it a little closer for the camera. So the tower here happens to be a volcano on this deck, and the Five of Wands conflict and battle card has this volcano exploding and lava flying out in the background and pooling here, and even flowing up inside of this person. But this person is just focusing on, I'm going to call them peace lilies, I don't know if that's what they are, as they hold them, as they hug them by their heart. So this is heart-wrenching. This is very heavy. I'm sorry you guys are really going through it. Alright, alright, I don't know where I was in the shuffle, so we're starting over. Spirit, the tower. Spirit moves the cards anyway, whether they fly out or whether I'm plucking them off the top of the deck, because they know when I'm ready to do that if they haven't flown out, that they bring them to the top. It happens every time because they make sense whether they fly out or whether I pull them from the top, like right now. Spirit has moved all your correct cards right to the top. The Knight of Wands, this is wanting to take action quick, rush right in. It's very much like the Chariot. So here, this tower happens, and you're I'm coming, I'm coming. And we have, this is really disappointed in the way things are going right now. You're all up in your feelings, not happy. And this is the Seven of Pentacles. After every tower, we get one of these, but this is assessing the situation, which is really interesting because one of your cards back here was the Seven of Pentacles that is turned upside down at the very beginning. It's right here. I remembered that because in the upright it's assessing the situation, but you had delayed it, and now because of this tower, you're it's like you have to. It's like you're forced to. You're going to have to make some kind of decision, I feel. It's forced now. Things are forced now. This might even be the decision, and you're like, no, I don't want to make it. I don't want it. I don't want to deal with this right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're rushing in. You're not happy, and now you're forced to assess the situation. The underlying energy here. Oh my God, guys, look. This is the third time we're seeing this in this reading. We have the Seven of Swords again. Remember, I'll say it again. It's either my card of deceit or it's my card of cutting and run. Somebody's taken whatever they have and they're leaving. So that's the underlying energy here. It could mean that that's you. You're rushing to the situation in your vehicle. You're rushing in because a tower happened, so you just had to grab things from the house and go. It could be something like that, and get to the scene. Uh, or it could have to do with that feeling I got before of this person deciding to just let it go. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's you know what? Let's just take a look at the Five of Wands, this conflict, in case we can learn anything else. I guess it's just for me. You guys know what's going on. I know you do. I know you do. I don't. You might think I do, but I don't. Okay, Five of Wands. Having to do with your happy homestead. This chaos has to do with that. Your family. Oh my God. It was on the bottom. Spirit just brought it to the top, guys. The Seven. Somebody's leaving. Somebody's cutting and running. Somebody's letting it go. Somebody's taking whatever they have left, and they're just going to run with it. Whatever they can. I don't know. King of Wands. This is your person. This is your person. This is your mate, I think. Because the Queen of Wands, I felt like this is you, the star. This is your soul connection, and this is your mate. The Queen of Wands energy is what they brought up, but the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands have the same energy. This is the same person, I think. This is your person. Male or female on the card, it doesn't matter. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Sex doesn't matter. It's the energies that they carry, and they're both confident, determined, and they have the same kind of energies. Do you know what I'm saying? Ready to take action. They're both attractive. They're both passionate, determined, confident type of energies. And showing up as the king, if this is your person who's decided to take a route that brings a tower to your heart and to the whole situation, this is them making the decision. And to you, it feels chaotic and upsetting. To them, they feel confident in their decision. It feels right for them, is what I feel like. Okay, so that's your person. That's your husband, I think. Dare I say it? Okay. Underlying energy, the High Priestess is here. You are calling in the High Priestess, or the High Priestess is already with you. Underlying all this, you're. That's how you're staying peaceful. That's how you're staying peaceful. You're connected to your higher self right now, and you are trying to, for the greater good, trying to focus on what the most important thing is, and part of that is staying calm. And the High Priestess helps you stay calm. And this particular Five of Wands, like no other Five of Wands I've seen in any other deck, this one is someone who's focusing as much as they can on their peace while this volcano is erupting. So you're really absolutely amazing, Aquarius. Absolutely amazing. God, oh my God, I just want to cry. Tears were coming in my last reading. I mean, I wasn't boo-hooing, but inside I was, and they came. I mean, my face isn't on camera, but they came, and it feels like that here. Oh God, they're not coming yet, but it feels damn close. So you might be feeling the same way. I might be picking up on your energy right now. If anyone's even here watching this, even after I made Libra's video, I didn't want to upload it. I haven't titled it yet. It's uploaded. I went ahead and uploaded it, but I haven't titled it, and I'll have to ask Spirit for help because I don't know what to say, and nobody's going to want to watch a video about this. I can't imagine anybody's going to watch, or that they would want to watch, or that if you're going through this, that you would even feel like watching. I don't. This will be a learning experience for me. I mean, I just started this channel a couple months ago, and I can't imagine that anybody would want to see this. And if this is the case and readings come up like this, then I just won't do general readings anymore. I'll just stick to love readings or something. Because this is just, I mean, even love readings that go awry and people have affairs and things happen and things like that. I mean, that's just, I still don't like bad stuff, but at least and deceit and all kinds of things, but at least it's not like life or death kind of heavy, Ugh, nobody's gonna want to watch this. This is Spirit. I'm pretty sure this is Spirit telling me, yeah, we want you to stick with love readings. I did several spreads for myself throughout time, asking Spirit what I should do. And it was always recommended to do love readings. I mean, they never said stay away from anything. They were just recommending that I do that. I just, I like to put a little variety in. And when I went to do some career and prosperity readings, because I needed some variety after doing hundreds of love reading videos, it felt like, which are fun and I love them, but I wanted just a little variety in there. You know what happened? The cards that came up in these people's career and prosperity readings were about love. They ended up not being about career or money or anything. I couldn't believe how the cards I was getting irritated. They just kept coming back around. The only one I was able to get a career and prosperity reading was for my own sign. And I had them all posted. I just deleted them because it was ridiculous that I had them titled as career and prosperity, and they were all love readings. It was so frustrating. A reader has to have some variety, okay? All right, we're on the Four of Swords. What do we need to know? Eight of Pentacles. This is the energy that's over here on the Emperor, which I think is your person. But over here, I feel like this is you. The Four of Swords is a timeout. You got to catch your breath. You got to sort out your thoughts, say a prayer, do a meditation, and some healing for yourself. Immediate healing in this rest. And with the Eight of Pentacles here on the Four of Swords, it says, yes, this is what you're working on. This is in your focus. You know you need it because you've been carrying all these 10 wands. You got two 10 of wands. So you're practically carrying 20 wands here loaded on your back this whole time. And now this tower happens and you're exhausted. Physically, mentally, emotionally. This is important. If you don't drop yourself, life will drop you. So you better take care of yourself. So we have the Three of Wands again, guys. The Three of Wands is the third time in your reading. It's your overall energy. It was a clarifier over here on trying to hold off on making a decision, and now it's showing up in your meditation. Waiting. You're waiting for something. You're focusing on healing yourself and getting your thoughts straight, but you're also waiting. Lots of waiting. And finally we have the Five of Cups. This is a loss. This is grieving. This is grieving. I wonder if your person passed already. I wonder if the tower was them passing. I don't know. I thought it was just maybe a decision, if that's what's going on. Again, I don't know what else could be going on. I'm sure. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be right because I want to be good for you guys, but I want to be wrong because I don't want it to be this storyline. I feel so conflicted. This is horrible. I don't want to post this at all, but I have to because Spirit did this. Spirit moved all these cards and somebody's supposed to see it. So I'm just apologizing right now, guys. I'm apologizing for my reading. Five of Cups. This is loss, sorrow, sadness, depression, and mourning. This person's in mourning over these spilt cups, which are just their love emotions being poured out all over the floor. There's storm clouds. It's raining. They're all in black. Behind them, they have the support of cups that they still have in their lives that are full, that have not spilled, and there's butterflies, which represent transformation, and there's a rainbow, which represents healing. Underlying energy, the Queen of Wands. That's your person. Remember, we said it right here, the King and the Queen, and the Emperor, and the King of Pentacles. That's all like your person's energies. We all have all of the energies of each of the archetypes at different points. We all play all the we play all the roles. I play every single role, you play every single role, they play every single role. It just depends on what we're dealing with and how we're showing up in life and what archetype we're presenting most. So that's the feeling I get. This is your person. Okay. So you're meditating about your person. You're grieving the loss of your person. And you're very focused on this right now, and you're waiting for something. I don't know what. Let's look at that. What are we waiting for here? Since we can clarify it. What are we waiting for? Here you were waiting for energy to move or communication to happen, something. You were waiting for something. I think the tower is when it came in. Over here you were waiting to make that decision. What are you waiting for here, please, Spirit? Look, guys, it's your person, the Emperor. Is this 2 cards? No, it's just 1. This is the 7 of Wands. This is blocking energy. Or guarded energy. It's guarded or blocking. I think the Emperor is blocking. The Emperor is guarding against energies that are coming at them. They're saying no. The Emperor is saying no. That's what it looks like. And there's the Chariot right at the heart of your read. This vehicle to victory. It's also the Emperor's vehicle, by the way. The Emperor owns this vehicle, which means you own it too if you're the Emperor's wife. Or any relation in the family, you own it too. But the vehicle to victory. The Emperor is blocking the vehicle to victory. The Emperor doesn't want this choice. That's what it feels like. I could be wrong. But Spirit just said you're right. Look, 4 of Swords, 4 of Swords. And even though we're a couple layers out from the 4, it's all, the base is the 4. So all of this really clarifies the 4. It's what you're focused on. You're waiting for something. You're mourning. You're grieving already, some sort of transformation. And your person comes in and blocks what you were waiting for. They just block it. They block this vehicle to victory. Whatever you are bringing in, that vehicle to victory, it's just. And then Spirit said, that's correct. It is what it is. It is what it is. You got it. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, should I look at the 5 of Cups? What you're grieving? I know what you're grieving. You're grieving that. Let's just move on. There's more crying in the future with your final card here with the 9 of Swords, but right now we're going to look at the Strength card. You're calling in strength here. This is in the immediate future. Let's see what comes out around it. Spirit, why is strength here, please? In the immediate future, what does Aquarius need to know about strength in the immediate future? The Lovers. Remember, this is either about lovers or it's about making a choice. Not sure yet, but you're calling in strength around. This is the 9 of Swords. This is your final card, and it's here now. You're calling in strength because you are just crying buckets right now about the. I don't think this is a choice. I think this is you and your person, your mate, your husband. I'm so sorry. Seven of Wands. There's that guarded energy. It's blocking energy sometimes, and sometimes it feels like it's guarding. I feel like it's guarding here. You're guarding your. It's like you're guarding your energy with your person. Something that you share just with them, this energy between you. You're holding that close to your heart and you're going to guard it forever. That's what this feels like. And you're crying, and I'm going to cry. This is just underlying energy here. The moon. There are things yet to be revealed. There's something we don't know that hasn't been told in the reading yet, or something that you don't know that is underlying this. Alright, we gotta move on though. We gotta look at the Four of Wands. This is the stability of the relationship, the committed relationship. What about it? What do we need to know about the Four of Wands? What does Aquarius need to know about the Four of Wands in this next position, Spirit? An Ace of Swords is here, so the moment of truth, a moment of clarity. Five of Pentacles is here. This is the card of feeling abandoned. And the Knight of Wands. I don't know who the Knight of Wands is, but the energy is wanting to get going, just feeling so incredibly like restless that they need to move. They feel fired up, very passionate about something, and they want to just go. They want to just go. They feel like they gotta do something. Underline the Princess of Pentacles. This is wanting to make an initial investment in something. Page of Pentacles. Alright, let's look at the Ace of Swords. What is this opportunity for clarity right here, please? The Hermit. Opportunity for clarity is to isolate, go within, shine your light, and heal and reflect. It's long-term isolation, removing yourself from the situation, and it's deep introspection. It's a journey. It's a tough journey. It's not the short Four of Swords meditation. It's however long it takes. The Knight of Swords is here, wanting to rush in, wanting to hurry through it, but you can't hurry through any of that energy. The Hermit is slow. It takes time. And here you are, the Queen of Pentacles, wanting to heal and nurture it. So you've got two healing cards, the Hermit and you, the Queen. Maybe you feel like if you're the Hermit and the Queen, you can do it faster. Like the Knight, you can rush through it. But I'm sorry to say, that's not how it works. Traumatic things in our lives that happen, we are most likely going to be dealing with them our entire lives. I used to be in a profession where people would tell me of all ages, they could be, retired in their golden years, and they're still talking about things that happened in their childhood and the pains that their parents have deceased and everything, and they're still talking about, the riff and how difficult it was, the relationships, and they still, the stories we tell of our traumas uh, stay with us. They stay with us. I mean, we have to do the healing, but the only reason I'm saying this is you can't do it quick. You can't do it like this Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords kind of thing. You don't rush it. It's not in and out. Let's hurry up and do this and move on. It's not like that. You guys know that. You don't need me to tell you that. The underlying energy here. Oh, look. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Now this really hits home. If your person has passed or is going to pass, this is the card of independence. And you're just doing just fine on your own. But what it reminded me of was this was the underlying energy of your entire read. Your overall energy was waiting, and the underlying energy is being independent, being on your own, being single, and doing just fine. You have the pentacles represent your resources, so you don't need money and you don't need things. You're okay. So, but this just hit home now because if your husband is leaving this life, you are going to be independent, and I didn't see any of that coming when I flipped this up. But now it makes sense, doesn't it? If anybody's even still here, I'm probably talking to myself, but you know what? I want to look at the Knight of Wands. Like, what the heck is this guy doing here? I understand the abandonment, feeling abandoned, feeling alone, wanting to rush and heal. But why the Knight of Wands? The Knight of Wands just wants to hurry up and do something. It's like restless energy, and what can we learn about this, please? This Knight of Wands. Why is it here? There's a Page of Pentacles again. Wanting to make an investment. Okay. The Two of Pentacles. Juggling something back and forth. Going back and forth. The Knight of Wands is somebody who goes back and forth, who darts back and forth. He's not always very reliable. But this is a card of balance and doing well at it, juggling, doing fine. What else? Oh, wow. This is the legacy of everything that you manifest as a family in life. On this card we have like grandparents and dogs and children and people who are probably married or of that sort of age, like where they would have children and parents still here. This is everything you could ever want, ideally, to build and manifest. So your legacy. So Knight of Wands, feeling like you got to take care of some things surrounding the inheritance, the legacy that was left. That's what it looks like. Investing in something and juggling between dealing with this. Something like that. Something around that. I don't know. The Knight of Wands. Needing to take care of a few things real quick kind of thing surrounding this. That's what it feels like. I don't know why Spirit felt like this was real important to bring up. It's almost like having to deal with the affairs, right? Getting the affairs in order, juggling a couple of things, investing in this. whilst at the same time you're trying to heal. No wonder the Knight of Swords shows up. You're like, I don't have time for this healing shit. I got shit to do over here. That's what it feels like. You're like, you know, you need time to grieve and time to heal. And you don't feel like you have it because there's pressing matters you got to deal with. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's what all this feels like. The underlying energy here is the Six of Wands. It's a card of victory. You will come out of this victorious and feeling like yourself again at some point. And you're doing great. You're doing absolutely amazing with all that you've had to deal with. You are victorious already because you're such a trooper going through all this. All right. Let's move on to your final card here. Let's just get it over with, right? It's the Nine of Swords. It's the card of stress. Many, many thoughts keeping you up at night. You're crying. You're not able to sleep. You could be having nightmares. You're worried about so many things. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know about this Nine of Swords in the final position of this horribly difficult time? I'm never going to be able to title these videos. It's just, forgive me. Because I don't know who the hell would want to click on something that says, you know, I'm sorry for your loss. And I have to make it clear because I don't want people to think it's a love reading, you know, because then they're going to click on it, hear some things, and they'll be like, this isn't what I was looking for. So I have to make sure somehow that it's known the magnitude of what's happening. With honesty in the title, and at the same time, anybody that sees the title is not going to ever want to click on this. This is going to get 0 views. Oh my god. I know, I shouldn't be worried about that. I'm not. It's just part of posting videos. You have to make a title for it, and I have to put it out there because this is the work that I'm doing in service of spirit and of the collective, in hopes to help in some way so you guys know you're validated in what you're going through, and you're supported, and you are loved, and you have a whole spirit team that is very aware of all that you're going through. And I'll say what I said in Libra's reading. I hope it's not a mistake, but I don't want to force my beliefs on anyone, but I do know this, that we go on. We never really die. We just transform. Yes, we leave the body dies, but we continue. And all of these people that we love and that we want to meet up with again, we most certainly do when it's our time to leave our body and go. So if this is about all that, if it is, I say that in hopes that you remember that some part of you remembers that, even if you don't know if you believe that. To hear it, or to hear somebody tell you that they know, because I do know for 100%. I can't prove it, no, but I know it. I know it, know it, know it, know it, know it, like I live and breathe right now. I know it. We go on, our energy transforms, we all meet up again. They can hear you when they're no longer here. They're still very aware of everything. It's very, very, very difficult for people in that life to communicate with people in this life. That's why it very rarely happens. But because we're on very different frequencies, extremely different frequencies. So it's not that they don't want to, and they they do sometimes, and you get signs, little signs in ways that can be communicated, but we can't communicate like we do here with each other. So that's why we got to make the most of it while we can, while we have our loved ones around. As soon as we become aware, we're all doing the best we can with what we know. So your very first card you get with this Nine of Swords is an Ace of Wands. This is an opportunity to take some bold action, something that lights your fire. There's that card of deception or cut and run. It's here again. I did not expect this card to come out. I think it might be deception this time because of all these Nine Swords. These are thoughts that we repeat over and over again, and they just aren't serving us. And so some of these thoughts could be accurate and true. It still may not be serving you to constantly think about them. It would be good to refocus on a new opportunity, refocus away from some of these thoughts. And so some of these thoughts, while some of them are true, some of them may not be true, and you may be thinking inaccurately. So this would be like a self-deception, if you will. I don't feel like this is cut and run like it meant in other areas. I feel like this is just some of these thoughts. We'll clarify and see if we can learn anything else there. And we have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. You're stressed, you're upset, and you're feeling wounded and exhausted, tired. But this is the wounded warrior, and the warrior is determined to persevere and to get through it and to move on. And Spirit is saying, you're a warrior. You may feel wounded, and you may be going through it. And yes, you have been through it. They're validating you. But you will persevere, and Spirit is saying that the divine is handing you an Ace of Wands. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to refocus some of your energy. Sure, you need to grieve, sure, but you also need to pull yourself out of some of these swords, and this is something that could do it. I don't know what this is to you, what would burn your passions if you were to pursue it, but there's a big opportunity here, guys. Big opportunity. All right, the underlying energy, yeah, you're in the Four of Cups mode. You are depressed. You're trying to align your chakras, but you're focused on your loss. You're crying. The sun is there on the horizon behind you, but for right now, you are looking at tears, which makes perfect sense on the Nine of Swords because she's got her head in her hands crying. Alright, so let's get in here and Spirit, first, before we look at the Ace of Wands, can we please see the Seven of Swords to confirm that these are, in fact, thoughts keeping Aquarius, some of them anyway, are self-deceit. Not even true, not even accurate. In other words, like maybe you're over here, maybe some of these swords of stress and worry are like beating yourself up. Maybe I should have done something different. Maybe I should have said something different. Maybe I should have, tried more or whatever. Whatever this is, that could be self-deceit. That's beating yourself up, thinking you could have done something different. No, that would be a deceitful thought. So that's what I'm saying. If Spirit could let us know if this is in fact deceitful thoughts or something else that we need to know. Why is the Seven of Swords here, Spirit? What does it mean? Queen of Cups. She comes with her whole heart. And right now, her whole heart is broken. That's part of the deceit. Your whole heart is not broken. You're feeling sad. You're feeling sad right now and hurt and very, very hurt. But there's always room in your heart for new passions. And like I said, you got one right here. So the queen comes with her full and open heart. So this complete broken heart would be like, it's just not, no, it's not all lost. And we have the 8 of Cups, walking away from love. You feel like that's what somebody did. If your husband chose to go ahead and not seek treatment for something and let it go, then you may see that as them abandoning you or walking away from love. But for them, it wasn't that. I mean, they had to do it because they were called to something else. So they had to do it for their own personal reasons. This is personal emotional reasons, personal satisfaction, not happiness. This is a card of personal happiness, yes, but in this case, it's some sort of emotional thing that they had to go through. They had to pick something. It wasn't about leaving you. They would never want to leave you. And in fact, they don't leave you because we never really leave. We're just here for a short time anyway. But we all meet up. We all meet up again and again and again and again and again. So and you could talk to them and be sure that they are aware of what you feel and what you're saying anytime you want them to be. Underlying energy, balance, stability, equanimity, equal give and take. You just want to feel some balance again. Maybe this 7 of Swords represents, I thought it was your own thoughts and self-deceit. It could be that. It could also be your person choosing that. And it broke your heart, and because they walked away from what you guys shared, they let it go. But you can't stay in these swords. These swords do nobody good. You can't stay here, so make sure that you don't let your thoughts do that monkey mind thing where they just keep stabbing you over and over again with things that don't feel good. Eventually, you need to refocus on something that makes you feel good. Alright, do we need to look at... Yeah, we do. We need to look at this Ace of Wands as your final card here. This is it. This is it. 5 hours later. I don't know what time it is. I don't have a clock near me. Why is the Ace of Wands here? What is this Ace of Wands, Spirit? High Priestess. Your intuition knows what this is. Your intuition knows if you meditate, it'll become clear what an interest, a passion will be. Something you may have thought about in the past, but you're certainly not occupied with those thoughts now. But you almost have to on purpose turn towards this and ask for it to figure it out, to get yourself out of this. Page of Cups, hopeful energy. Feeling hopeful about it. Queen of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. Queen of Swords likes to make a declaration that this is something that you know would be good for you, and you are interested in it, even if you don't know exactly what it is. You would like to call it in, is what this is telling me. Good. Or you have to call it in. Maybe Spirit's saying to call it in. Just ask for it. Yeah. During some time when you're talking to Spirit, talking to your higher self, talking to God, talking to angels, talking to your spirit guides, whatever that time is where you want to say, bring me something to focus on that I would enjoy, that'll pique my interest, that'll get my mind out of this torturous stabbing myself with swords over and over and over again. Ask for it. Call it in. Speak it into existence. Tell Spirit you need it. And do a little bit of meditation. Underlying energy here is death. This is an ending and a complete transformation. It's both the ending of an old way and the beginning of new. Thank you so much for being here, even though I don't think anybody's here at this point. You guys will be in my thoughts, and I wish you the best, and you have a lot of support. You have a lot of support, and now you have even more support on the other side, I think. Thank you guys. Take care.